What's up, YouTube? For today's video, with a full Frigibax evolution team. Super Bowser, this one is for you. So I'll be using Frigibax, Arctibax, and Baxcalibur on this team. I'll be using the normals and the shinies with all unique movesets. If you like your own custom theme team or Pokemon sweep, you can check it out at patreon.com/PIMPNITE, tier 2 and above, or you can become an elite member to the PIMPNITE YouTube channel. Let's get into it. I've got 4 battles today with this team. First battle here, this one's against Omega Ivan TM. All right, that's a mouthful. Now, the first Pokemon we got here is going to be Frigibax versus the Rotom Wash. Now, this Frigibax is going to be a loaded dice set. Let me bring it up here. So we got loaded dice, Icicle Sphere, Aqua Tail, Body Slam, and Outrage. EVs are Max Health and Max Attack, Atom and Nature, Thermal Exchange as the ability. Now, we've got this Rotom setting up a Reflect here. I'm going to go for a Body Slam and do 3 damage, so that's a really good start. If you want to support the channel, people, you love the videos, make sure you hit that like button too, and tell me what you think about Baxcalibur. Do you like this? Do you like these Pokemon? What do you think? Is it your favorite Dragon type? Is it not your favorite Drag type? I really like to know. I actually quite like our Baxcalibur. It kind of looks a little bit like Duraludin almost, except for I guess the body structure, it's quite, it's quite robust. Now, the next Pokemon is going to be Muck here, and Muck is going to be coming in on my Frigibax. I'm going to be hitting myself in confusion, sadly. Now, Muck is going to be going for a Curse, so this could be definitely a bulky Muck there, boosting his attack and defense. It's going to be quite hard to get rid of Muck there. Now, I just noticed one thing. It's very important, right? It's very, very important. If you look at Muck, he's actually giving me the birdie right now. So I'm going to be going for a Outrage here. It's doing very, very bad damage. Of course, it's coming from a Frigibax. But I don't really want to swap out because I want to see what moves this Muck is going to have. I'm sure it's got some sort of poison type move. Now they're going to go for a Fire Punch. Like, Fire Punch. That's not all that bad for Thermal Exchange. But we're going to go to Arctibax next. Out of all of these Pokemon, out of all these 3 Pokemon, Arctibax definitely has the best shiny. Like, I don't know, like Frigibax and Baxcalibur shiny is kind of like, it just doesn't change much, but at least this one goes a little bit of a nicer, bluer color. What do you think about that? I definitely think it's the best one out of all 3. So Muck's going to go for a Gunk Shot. This Arctibax is a bulky sweeper. We've got Iron Head, Aerial Ace, Dragon Claw, and Sword Dance. Everlight as the item, also Thermal Exchange, Max Attack and Max Speed, Jolly Nature. However, Muck had Shadow Sneak. Now, that's not a bad move to run on Muck. It's pretty good there for any Psychic-type Pokemon. So now we're going to go into Baxcalibur. I'm getting clapped by this Muck right now. I'm going to be sending up the Snowscape. So Snowscape is really, really going to benefit this team because, of course, they're all Ice-type Pokemon. Now, Muck's going to go for a Gunk Shot there. That still does a lot of damage. Baxcalibur, this one has Ice Body. So this is a special set. I'm just bringing it up here. Okay, so we've got Snowscape, Blizzard, Draco Meteor, and Terra Blast, and White Herb as the item. Max Speed and Max Special Attack, Modest Nature. Now, I got a Freeze Axe on this Muck, which is awesome. So that's going to give me a rare opportunity to get around this Muck. Actually, lately I've been getting some pretty good Freeze Axes, right? So I'm going to keep going for Blizzard there. Muck is going to, I guess it's like a goo remaining solid. So if you get like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something like really gooey and scummy, and then you put it in the freezer, and that would be what Muck is. So Muck's going to go for a Shadow Sneak there at last sort of attempt at getting some damage, and they got a Poison Touch. I'm like, oh, that was lucky, but you know, I got a freeze there for, so I wasn't complaining. So Muck is going to be fainting, and that is the end of the bulky physical attacking Muck. I'm actually quite looking forward to using, I've never done a Muck and Grimer team. Like, normal Muck and Grimer, a Lola one as well. That would be cool to do one day. Now we got the Garganacl coming in here, and this Pokemon could definitely be a problem too. Also, update on Pokemon Stadium. If you've been at my stream, stuff like that, I've been playing the NSO version. I'll be doing the Prime Cup tonight, so that'll be our 3rd sort of stream in it. So I'll be doing that one later on, so quite a few hours after this video, obviously is live. Anyway, so we got a Ghost Terror Garganacl here. I'm going to get Salt Cured there. The snow is going to stop, and I am going to die to the poison damage that the Muck inflicted me there with the Poison Touch. So half of my team is now down. In fact, I've lost one of each Pokemon here. I guess my You know, my favorite part about Baxcalibur is like the big axe it has on its back. It looks really, really cool. So we're going to go to Arctibax here. This is a Snowscape Protect Dragon Breath Bite Scumbag Flinching set. Now, going at that, I wasn't sure if I had any sort of recovery. So first thing I was like, let's get the snow up. That's going to be useful for my ability. Let me quickly bring this up. So I've got Ice Body and Icy Rock. And now Icy Rock's great to extend out that Snowscape for 8 turns. I've got Protect Dragon Breath for paralyzing and Bite for flinching, Max Health and Max Special Defense, Impish Nature. So this was a Curse Garganackle. So they put a curse on me, and I was kind of curious whether they've got Recover as well, because, you know, Curse and Recover can be pretty good. You can recover off the damage and then curse away, and then they use Recover. I'm like, all right, I really have to feint this thing. Now, this Pokemon absolutely won't be able to feint this at all. It's more of a troll setter, getting that paralyzed with, you know, maybe Dragon Breath and then flinching with the bite. And then I've got a little bit of overall bulk there to live any other attacking moves that come through, and Snowscape to heal with the Ice Body. So I'm trying to get as much damage here as possible, and I was trying to get some flinches too. Now, I knew that I'd probably faint here due to the curses. I was like, I'm just going to get as much damage off here as possible with this Arctibax, and then I can probably go into Baxcalibur after that, or I've got one Frigibax left. But things are looking very bad at this point in time because I'd only taken out one Pokemon. So currently, my opponent has still got 5 Pokemon, and I've only got a couple left. So the other move was Block, which is a nasty move, so I couldn't have swapped out anyway if I wanted to. So the Block is going to obviously block me from swapping out, and Curse and Block works very, very nicely. So this Garganackle is not dying at all. I can just keep recovering off and cursing and, you know, doing some Salt Cure damage to my little Arctibax here. So going for a final Bite Flinch, and they got the Salt Cure off. So that's the end of my Arctibax. It did a pretty good job, though. It just didn't do enough damage, as to be expected. I sort of found out what set it was going to be. So into Baxcalibur, this is the best set on my team easily. I had to have one decent set. So we're going to be having Baxcalibur's signature move, Glaive Rush, or Glaive Rush, I'm not really sure how to say it. This move is really, really powerful. So the only drawback to this move is you do take double damage after using it. And to be perfectly honest, that's not even that bad, you know, if you keep going first and stuff like that. You know, that's it. So it's going to take double damage next turn. So Rotom's down, Garganackle's down. So, you know, I guess it's sort of like Garganackle got thrown inside the washing machine. It's when you least, you know, have you ever left something in your pocket in the washing machine? Like one time, I had like, I think I had like a tissue or something like that. I left it in my pocket. I washed them for like, you know, 3 hours straight. All the clothes were covered in tissues you wouldn't read about. Then I had to wash them all again. Has anyone ever done that before? One time, I think I left my phone in my pocket too. It went. I was wondering what this noise was. It was like da-dung, 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 da-dung. It's like, huh? Is the washing machine having like, what's going on inside of it? And my phone was inside. So that phone went rest in peace. Anyway, back to the battles. We got this swap out here because I expected there'd be a rocky payload, Rock Blast coming my way. I also wanted to see what moves Bombardier would have. So I've got a Dragon Dance up here. My little Frigibax got sacrificed there, but it will be back in the next couple of battles. So here comes the Rock Blast. Now, I was thinking they might have loaded dice, but they didn't. Glaive Rush is going to clap Bombardier out of this battle. So the other moves I've got in there, it's a fairly standard Baxcalibur set. So we've got Dragon Dance, Glaive Rush, Earthquake, and Iron Head. I've got Terra Steel, which is really nice on this too. You can go Terra Flying too, that's not a bad one at the same time. I've also got Lumberry as the item, very good for Dragon Dance, Pokemon, max attack and max speed, Adam and Nature. So go for that Terra Steel here. Psychozar, in case it outsped me or had Scarf or something like that, Psychozar is not going to be cycling anymore. So there's only one more Pokemon left. I'm trying to clutch back into this game here. Last Pokemon is Algae. I can go for Glaive Rush again. It's just purely like Glaive Rush spam at this point. And that is it. That's the first battle. So I really had to come back there from, I think I was 5-1 down or 5-2 down. It was a desperate situation there. Thank you, Omega Ivan, for the battle. Let's get on to battle number 2. So this is a battle against a random person on the Poké Portal. I have no idea what their train name is. Maybe someone can translate for us in the comment section. So first Pokemon was going to be the Miraidon. So I'm like, well, this isn't a good matchup for me because all my team is weak. And they're probably going to go for Draco Meteor or, you know, Dragon Pulse or something like that. That'd be very, 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 very bad for my team. So now they're going to go Terra first one with their Miraidon. I'm like, okay, fair enough. You've gone Terra Electric. It's a good move because that way my dragon type moves are not going to be super effective. They pop the Dragon Pulse and Baxcalibur is going to faint. So I'm like, all right, all of my team's done. Like, I'm going to lose this instantly. I have to go into Baxcalibur. I have to go for Terra Steel, Dragon Dance here. That's the only method I have of getting around this. Every single other Pokemon on my team is done. They're cooked, right? So we're going to be going for a Terra Steel here. So the idea was them to go for the Dragon Pulse. I take the Dragon Pulse with a not very effective move on the Steel type, get the Dragon Dance up there, and then hit them with the old 1-2 Glaive Rush. So as expected, they went for the Dragon Pulse, and that does nothing because I'm a Steel type. So that's pretty good. So I've got that attack rise and that speed rise, which is going to be important outspeeding Miraidon here. Now I can go for the super effective Earthquake because they did Terra into a pure electric, and that is the end of the Miraidon. So this is good, you know. I mean, I lost Baxcalibur, but I got rid of, a very powerful Pokemon. Sweet comes the Arborok here. I'm going to go for Earthquake again, and that is the end. Was that Chinese writing there? Interesting. So I think that was traditional Chinese there for the name. Now we got Japanese and sort of Chinese Pokemon here. So that's going to be another Garganacl. I just dropped it, so half the team's gone. This is a sweep so far. Now the next one is going to be something that Gyarados the Gourmet. Yeah, I do like to throw a shrimp on the Barbie here and there, and very, very tasty. So Gyarados is going to come in, and it lived on 1 health, and it's a special set with Thunderbolt. Oh, man, that's pretty cool. So they run a special Gyarados. Props there. Gyarados is going to go down to a Disrespect Iron Head. So bye-bye, Gyarados. Now, the next one is going to be Meowscarlet. I'm just going to go for Glaive Rush again. No Sucker Punch. That's done. Rolled out that Meowscarlet like a lounger and rug. Last Pokemon is going to be the Tinkaton. I was like, what's that animation there? It's a Quick Claw. It got a Quick Claw animation and stopped my Baxcalibur sweep. I'm so salty about that because you know what? When you think about it, what do I have truly to hit this now? I've lost both my Baxcaliburs, like, uh-oh. So in comes Frigibax, which gets dominated for the second time in a row. So bye-bye Frigibax, like, this can't be real. Next Pokemon's going to be Arctibax. They're going to go for a Play Rough. It misses, like, yes, that's really, really good. So I went for Bite here. I had nothing. I really had nothing to do with this. I had Bite and Dragon Breath. They're going to nearly one-shot me there with a Play Rough. I knew that I'd be able to live one. Now I'm going to go for the Snow Skate because that will benefit my team, being more bulky, at least, physical moves. Ice Body's going to activate, but there's no way I'm going to be able to live another attack. It's a mixer, so it's got Flash Cannon, and and Play Rough. So Flash, maybe it doesn't. I was like, maybe it doesn't have a Gigaton Hammer. So next Pokemon is going to be Frigibax again here. I'm trying to get something happening here. This is an Endure Salac Berry set. I didn't get to try this one out last time. This was the other one that got wrecked the first battle. So we got Endure, Ice Crash, Focus Energy, Dragon Rush, Thermal Exchange, and Salac Berry. Max attack and max speed, Adamant Nature. So I'm going to be eating that Salac Berry there, boosting up my speed. Hopefully I can outspeed the Tinkaton. Now I'm going for a flinch here. I got good damage there, considering that was a critical hit. It's like, okay, that's fine. Now, the last Pokemon on my team does not have a super effective move, but it's got a move that would be neutral. So I'm hoping something can happen there. So I'm down to my very last Pokemon now. I can't believe how much one Quick Claw changed this entire match. So Arctibax here, this is my time to shine, people. We're going to go for a Sword Dance. I've got to get some attack boost going here. So I've got that up there. It's good to get it up. And now the Tinkaton's got Gigaton Hammer, and I live Gigaton Hammer, only just the Everlight's there. I go for the Iron Head Flinch, and it lives on 1 health and gets a Draining Kiss Disrespect KO off on my Pokemon. Come on. So that's the end of the battle there. I'm super salty because of that one Quick Claw, but thank you to my opponent for the battle there. Go buy yourself an early lotto ticket there. We'll go halves. I'm happy with that result. All right, let's get on to battle number 3 there. We're just going to forget that Quick Claw ever happened, all right? Just wipe it from your memory. Now, this is also a random battle on the Poke Portal, and I'm not sure what my opponent's name is. Maybe someone could translate that too. So we got a Ampharos lead, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to be setting up the snow here with Arctibax, and hoping I can get this, maybe this flinchy set, go. So we've got a Dazzling Gleam from the Ampharos. I've got Ice Buddy, so I can leave another 2 of them. So I swapped out the Arctibax and went into another Arctibax here, and we have the Ampharos going for a Dragon Pulse. Oh, it's got like 2 moves hit me, so Dragon Pulse does a little bit more. I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw here, and then Ampharos's Static comes into effect and paralyze me. I'm like, oh, well, I guess it really didn't matter all that much. So now I'm going to get fainted by the Dragon Boss, but I lived. I was like, awesome. And then I got paralyzed, and then Ampharos took me out. So it wasn't very nice, people. I'm getting very, very bad luck. So Arctibax 2 was gone. Now I'm going to go into Baxcalibur. So Baxcalibur, this was the physical set. So I went for a Dragon Dance. It's like, this is a good opportunity to set up. I know that I can take a Dragon Pulse here too. Not amazingly well, but I should be able to take it. And I did. I took it pretty well. So it only did like half my health, or a little bit over. So go for the Earthquake there, getting rid of that Ampharos there. It was absolutely destroying me. So Ampharos is now down. Next Pokemon is going to be Volcarona. Like, well, I guess I could go for Glaive Rush. Hopefully for no burn from like Flame Body. Never happened. I was like, yes, this is good. You know, things are happening right now. We're going to get this Baxcalibur sweep. Next Pokemon is Meowscarlet. Boom, same thing. Bye-bye Meowscarlet. It was nice knowing you. Half the team down. So this is we're sort of like last battle, I guess. Like, you know, it's very, very similar. So that's that Baxcalibur sweep's going. Next up is Garchomp. I'll pop Glaive Rush again. Boop, gone, down. That's another Pokemon, so that's 4 down. So I'm like, oh, we're going to get it this time. Finally, I'm going to get a little bit of payback for the last battle. I got roasted last time. Next Pokemon is Gyarados. That's got Intimidate, another one. And you watch this, you wouldn't read about it. My opponent went for a Terra. I'm like, well, maybe Terra, I don't know, Terra Water. And they went Terra Dragon. I was like, what? Out of all the Terras you could have picked or gone for, you went for Terra Dragon. So Glaive Rush is going to take out the Gyarados as well. I'm like, what? I got a critical hit there. I don't think that mattered. That was still a very, very powerful move. So bye-bye Gyarados. Last Pokemon is King Toilet. I'm like, okay, I've got Earthquake. I'm ready to rock and roll. We are Supreme Overlord. So maybe they deliberately got rid of it for Supreme Overlord. Earthquake does not take it out. They're going to go for an Iron Head, and Baxcalibur sweep gets denied again. At least this time it didn't get denied by a Quick Claw, but of course it was King Toilet. Now, I'm in a little bit of a situation here, which is very, very similar to the last battle when I had Ticketon. Like, I don't really have any moves that can hit Steel-type Pokemon, so I went for the Icicle Sphere. The King Toilet took the whole load here, and, you know, I got some good damage there. Now, it's going to be going for a Brick Break here because that's super effective. Or, you know, Iron Head, anything's, you know, pretty much going to take out the Frigibax. So, that's the end of Frigibax. So, I've got 1 Baxcalibur and 2, we got 2 of the Arctibax left. So, I went to the next one. I was like, I don't know whether I'll outspeed this just in case I do. I don't. I'll go for Endure. Now, they're going to go for another Brick Break. Now, I also wasn't sure if they had Sucker Punch either. So, I just wanted to, you know, kind of see if they did. So, I'm going to be eating my Salic Berry here, which is good. And what I can do is I can go for Icicle Crash and try and go for a Flinch. So I went for that, and King Gambit still lose. This Toilet, I can't take this Toilet out. So Frigibax is going to be fainted there to the Brick Break. Now, all I've got left is 1 Arctibax and 1 Baxcalibur left. So I'm like, okay, this is a special Baxcalibur. It's not exactly the greatest in the world. Blizzard is 100% actually. I've got Draco Mina, and I've also got Terra Flying. So I'm like, I'm going to go for Terra Flying here and finish off this weakened King Toilet and get the dub, because like this sort of similar to last battle, how the Steel type walled me then, and I don't want that to happen again. So go for Terra Blast there. The Toilet is going to spare. It looked like the Toilet flush, and King Gambit is going to be fainting, and that's the end of the 3rd battle. Oh wait, we got one more battle. Thank you to my opponent, whoever that was. I hope you enjoyed the special Baxcalibur. All right, we got another battle. I'm not really sure what my opponent's name here is. Maybe someone can translate. This is pretty funny. So, first Pokemon we got here is going to be Chi-Yu. We're going to go with Arctibax as a lead. Now, what I did here is I decided to go for Dragon Breath, and try and paralyze. So Dank Pulse does a little bit of damage, but not actually too much. So I got to paralyze from the Dragon Breath, which is really cool. So like, I might be able to go for Bite and get some feats here. So I know it's not doing a lot of damage, but you know, the whole idea of this set was just, you know, to kind of simply annoy the other person. So now we're going for Bite there. We're getting some paralyzers. We're getting some flinches here, and that's going to go for another Dark Pulse. I leave that Dark Pulse, and I'm just keeping going for the Bite over and over again there. Now they're going to go for Lava Plume, and Arctibax is going to faint. So I'm like, all right, fair enough. That's all good. I've got a good idea. So I went to Frigibax here. So this is the Aquatar one. I took the Goldfish out with a tiny blue tail, and that is the end of Chi-Yu. A bit of nice disrespect there. Next Pokemon is going to be Iron Hands. I was like, oh, okay, this is bad. At least it's slow though. That's the only thing. So they've got Booster Energy. So they got an attack rise from that. Like, okay, I'm just going to go for Icicle Sphere. I've got loaded dice. You know, I went for this in case they went for Belly Drum, you know, because Belly Drum, Drain Punch would be a mega counter for this team, you know. So I'm going away. I'm firing those little Icicles off there. It's doing pretty good damage because I got a couple of crits. Now, the Iron Hands are going to go for a Belly Drum here. They almost fainted themselves there, and there was no Citrus Berry because of the item. I've popped a Body Slam, and I've taken out the Iron Hands, and they Baby Bottled. They Rage Quitted. They threw the switch out the window. That's it, people. Peace out.